What's up, guys? Another episode of Beyond the Gym Floor. Quick fire Q&A today. So we've taken a bunch of questions that we've been asked in the standout Q&A and with all of our trainers that we work with. Put them all together, gave some answers. Very, very practical episode, this one. So we hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to hit the like and share and subscribe buttons. Obviously makes a big difference to the reach of the podcast. Don't forget that we do have our custom sales presentation available on the website. You should be on our mailing list and already got an invite to it. If not, head to the website. We'll build custom sales presentation for you. Your logos, your colors, your fonts, your offers, your inclusions. A sales presentation will make closing all of your prospects much, much more comfortable for you. Higher close ratios means less time selling, more time coaching. So go check that out on the website. Also, obviously, Standout PT spots are open right now. We know that there's an upswing coming at springtime. We're seeing it within our own business, and we're hearing that lots of other people are starting to see it too. So if you do want to put yourself in the best position to capitalize over spring and then still do really well over the holiday period, manage your business well, keep your income high, God forbid even take a holiday, go check out the Standout PT link on our website. For now, enjoy the episode. Bye. How was your coffee, Jason?
Yeah, it's good. Is this the same one as last week? Yeah, tastes good. Yeah, it's nice.
That the one that everyone was super excited about that I got.
Shit.
It's not good.
Yeah. That happened to me with that rhubarb one, but I feel like I've drank it enough now to just like not taste the rhubarb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have another bag of it. I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
Oh, you got two bags of the same one?
Yeah, so when it came around again, it was my turn. And then I got the same one. And it was funny. As I was bitching to Tam about the previous bag, I opened it in front of him. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Got the same bag.
Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't know we got the same ones ever.
Yeah, I think
they just change all the time.
Yeah. Maybe we've just all gotten, until then, like different bags. Look, it's not that bad. It's just the one I had before it was
so good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I'm tempted just to go to just one of the classics.
Yeah.
Because they have real good espresso.
Yeah, is it like Loverboy or whatever? It's real good. I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's real nice.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's kind of a little bit exciting. You know, what are you going to get?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just like you're committed for a month.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been like having 2 coffees a day, so I'm hoping to pump through it.
Yeah, I had to do the coffee shop, go and buy a bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Recently.
I did the coffee shop go buy a bag, and then I got a bag.
Yeah.
So now I'm in excess.
Much
but
surplus.
The bag I bought is not that great. It's just like Woolworths espresso coffee.
Yeah.
It's more for when George comes over. Doesn't appreciate my coffee.
Yeah. Drink this.
Yeah, I'm like, don't touch a coffee machine. Got to empty it.
Ask for milk in your coffee at my house. Have this one.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. So, I finally made it.
Again.
The Gast shirt
has
arrived.
Yeah, that's good. I had the grey one of that many moons ago, obviously a lot smaller.
Yeah.
I think it was a small.
Hey, Gasp is Gasp.
Yeah.
It's all big.
But it's good. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's very comfortable.
Yeah. Hangs real nicely.
I like the hang on the delts.
It's
obviously you've got to have delts.
It's cut very complimentary to people.
Makes me feel like I have delts. Anyway.
Absolutely. Makes me want to get one.
Yeah. Well, we might order more. We've got to order it from the US, so may as well get heaps, right?
Group order.
Yeah.
Save on the shipping. Fuck, I got enough clothes.
Yeah, my client sent it to me. I'm very, very appreciative.
Yeah, that's
Lindsay,
amazing.
You're the best. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks good.
Thank you.
I like it.
Very happy with it. It's just another step in my transition to
bodybuilder,
being a non-competitive bodybuilder.
Yeah, a hobby builder, as they call them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they call them hobby builders.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, because it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like me.
I mean, like you don't really, if you compete, you don't get paid either. It's still a hobby.
Yeah, true. Maybe because it's competitive, though. Is it competing against other people? Because you're a competitive powerlifter, and then you can be a powerlifter, right? Because I could do powerlifting but never compete.
Yeah.
Because powerlifting is like squat, bench, deadlift.
Yeah. Wait, what's the definition of?
So you're a hobby lifter.
Yeah.
And a hobby builder.
Okay.
Just hobby.
Just fucking massive.
Yeah. Just love to lift weights.
Yeah.
Just like to lift weights.
Enjoy lifting weights.
One, you like to lift weights and eat all the foods, and then one, you have to lift weights and only eat all the foods half the time.
None of the foods. The rest of the time.
There's some of the time where you eat none of the food.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just had Fruit Loops, so I feel like a powerlifter right now.
Pre-platform meal.
Yeah, I'm like disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
I
know
saw
that I
that,
have the
and I was
calories for it, but
delicious.
I'm disappointed in myself at the same time.
Yeah. I made a bowl of cream of rice yesterday and I ate half of it. I've never done that in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you
This
about.
boy's struggling.
Didn't tell you about the cream of
Appetite
rice
is
I made.
just...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just... It comes in waves, though, because at night time, I'm, like, ravenous.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I ate? Peanut, butter, jam, Maxi Bonds.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not. Because you know why?
Because peanut butter sauce is a dessert.
No,
period.
absolutely not. They false advertise the jam.
Right.
So on the box, it looks like there's jam waves through it,
Yeah.
and it's not. It's like just mixed in the ice cream. Like that's bullshit. Because I thought I was going to get a bite of
Jam.
ice cream, peanut butter flavored ice cream, and then actual jam.
Yeah.
But it's like they've just made jam flavor in the ice cream.
Gotcha.
I was like, that's fucking bullshit.
It lied to me.
But now, obviously, because I got a pack of 4, I have to eat them all.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I ate one last night.
Don't want to come past. I'll grab it.
There's only one left.
Peanut butter.
Nah, I'll destroy the one tonight, and then it's pushed into the back of my memory.
Yeah. It's not worth the 3
Back on my diet tomorrow, Ben.
Oh, sweet. Have to go to the local supplement store and get some pure carbs on the way out.
Yep.
For my early morning sessions.
Yep. Is that just for the carb week, or you just do that all the time?
My very low week, I have nothing.
Yeah.
And then I can usually...
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I can usually do it for the rest.
Yeah.
Just have a protein water.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So one of when Mads was staying down, just like having cereal and shit. Just like, what are you having? I'm like, mango flavored water.
Nothing.
Don't fucking talk to me.
Meeting air.
Yeah, enjoy your fucking wheat bix. I'm
Yeah.
having mango flavored water before I
Yeah.
train. I hate everything.
I feel that.
So outside of the weekend, so say up till Thursday, how's the cut?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah. Going good. I gave myself a week because it's like we still have a month.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, things are going good.
Sweet.
Really happy with what's going on. And I got another gear to go. So
Yeah.
next week I'll push the
Yeah.
protein only diet.
Oof. Oof.
Basically.
The secret protocol that he never tells anyone about.
Yeah. Oh, I got to see if I can withstand it again.
If you're willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. The older I get, it's just
More it
like
hurts.
tougher. Yeah, just because it's extreme as.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just fucking protein and fiber for
Fuck.
2 weeks.
Yeah. It's not like the lifestyle is super conducive to it right now.
Nah. Well, the brain capacity is not.
That's what I mean.
The mental capacity, but the
It's
lifestyle.
workload and shit.
Yeah, but at home, I'm like, I fucking have this is all set up to just, but it's
Yeah.
like when I want to just lie on the couch at 2 p.m. because I can't think.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too much
not.
to do.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah. So I've got everything lined up to try it.
Mhm.
So we'll just see how we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm even getting to that point now where like doing the intense cardio is just starting to become too hard.
Yep.
So I'm like, it's the same time. So if I do an hour or 20 minutes or 15 minutes, it's the same amount of calories. So I'm like,
What do you mean?
so if I do 20 minutes of 15 minutes of
versus
intense,
steady. Got
and
it.
then I do an hour of walking,
Yeah.
the calories are the same.
Yep.
So now I'm like, I think I might just take the extra 45 minutes. It's getting
Less
in there.
suffering over longer time.
It's getting in there, but I
Yeah.
think I'll still try and do 1 or 2 a week. It's just like doing 3 in a row. Because I have to do it up to Wednesday. Because once I do legs, I just can't
Yeah.
push hard with the because we don't have if I had one of those bikes with the arms and the legs,
Yeah.
I reckon I could do it.
Mhm.
But we only have these like it's not even like a cross trainer. It's like you're running upstairs, but it's like a cross trainer.
Gotcha.
So the cross trainers don't even because they feel weird. The cross trainer feels like you're I don't know.
Bouncing.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels like you're just
Yeah.
doing that, and I'm like, I can't even like get a rhythm to pick the speed up.
Yeah.
So when you've trained legs and you go on this other thing, you're just burning the whole time, like
Yeah.
just lactate in your legs, and I'm like, that's already going to cause a lower level of performance
Yeah.
because the perception of effort is already
course.
high
Yeah.
because you can feel lactate in your legs. So you're not going to get the same level. So I try and do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, train legs Thursday. But just doing the 3 days in a row, it fucking kills me, man.
Yeah. Do you see that receiver ran a full field touchdown and then vomited on the sideline?
Was that on the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
College kid.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
I think he had to run side to side and then end to end.
Yeah.
And obviously in and out a little bit. And just...
Yeah.
So I officially clocked cream of rice the other day.
Right.
I didn't want to send it to you because I knew you were in it, but right now you're not, so we can talk about it.
Yep.
I didn't send it to the cooking group. So 40 grams rice flour, 30 gram scoop of casein chocolate.
Yep.
20 grams of smooth peanut butter.
Yep.
20 grams of Nutella.
Ticking all the boxes right now.
I think that's all I put in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then cooked it.
Oh, you put it all in there and then cooked it?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
So I do all the mix and then I cook it.
Yep.
Don't cook it with peaches on top because the juice fucks it.
Yep.
Ruins it. And I was like, I don't really feel like peaches today because I bought shit peaches.
Yeah.
And they taste shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't have them because it's like the one health element in there. It's like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
And then I put 30 grams of caramel topping.
Yep.
Layered across the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a flavour bomb.
So it was like 800 calories.
This is the meal you don't want to eat when you're dieting.
It's like 800 calories.
As we spoke about in the last book.
Did my first scoop, and it was like a lava cake.
Amazing.
So the top was solid. I got new containers specifically for my cream of rice.
Yeah.
And it's got like this, like at the bottom of a bottle, has got the rise, like the little pokey bit that sticks up. It has that. The bit around that was still kind of liquid, and the rest was solid. So it was like saucy.
Amazing.
So scooped.
I must be in a real bad way right now because I'm not hungry one single bit, even after you explaining this.
Yeah, if anyone's dieting listening to it right now, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It was fucking so good, man.
Yeah, I love that.
And I don't think I'll ever repeat it, but it's fine. It's okay.
That's fair. The ingredients are good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Nutella and peanut butter together.
Yeah, see, I like peanut butter, and then I like to put jam pockets. So I like to get strawberry jam.
Yep.
And then get a spoon.
Just hide it in there.
Yeah, get a spoon, and like you know how like when you have a roast, you like stab it and then put like garlic in there.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that with butter, with jam. So I just like stick it in, let it heat, and then I pull it out, and it's like clean out.
I like that.
So then when you
get
got
a
peanut
surprise.
butter over the top.
Yeah.
And then you take the peanut butter and the core, and you get a bit of jam.
Interesting.
It's like eating a peanut butter.
And you do
sandwich.
layers for your peanut butter, like you sit it on the top, not.
Look, every now and then I'll mix it up. So sometimes I try and get a ball of peanut butter. So I'll like get the scoop and the spoon like ice cream, and I'll like turn it.
Yeah.
So that it comes out like a little oval.
Yeah.
And then I jam it in the middle.
Right.
And then I always scoop from the middle to the back.
Out.
Yeah. So it's always like scoop, get the peanut butter, and then pull to the back of the container.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
How different we are.
It's a very
I'm just like
weird. Yeah.
Whisk, cook.
Mine's such a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I
like,
remember justifying getting a coffee machine because it's like, this can be my thing. I'm going to get up. I'm going to make my coffee. I'm going to have my coffee.
Yeah.
And it's the process of making the coffee that's like part of it.
Yeah.
Now I have cream of rice.
Yeah.
That takes 3 times as long.
Yeah. Now, like with my coffee, I'm just like fucking mashing.
Get
the
in
thing.
there. Get
I'm
in
like,
my face.
Count to 7 seconds. Pull it out. It's like 7 to 9 grams because I've counted it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, don't mash it too hard, but mash it enough.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get in there. Give me that coffee. I don't give a fuck what this looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. That compression pressure matters.
Yeah. Well, apparently you can buy this thing, and it's got like little rods.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes into it, and then it's got a press on it. So it presses with air in it so that it kind of evenly distributes the coffee. So I saw that, and then I was like, that's adding another step to getting the coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
But it probably makes the coffee, because it caramels the coffee quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, might be on the Christmas list.
Oofed.
Yeah, so because then you would have to put it in, take it out, grab the thing on top, press it,
Yeah.
and then put it in there.
Oh, so it doesn't do the compression part. It's just aerates it a little bit.
No, it does. It does.
Oh, right.
It's just like, you know how you've got the thing.
Grind. Yeah.
You know, you grind it and then you got the thing that you press it. Instead, this thing goes on top of that, and then it's like a button, and you push it, and it like stamps the coffee, but it puts air into like these little rods.
Interesting.
So it creates these little holes, but it's meant to compress it evenly.
Yeah.
So it's not lopsided, and there's not heaps of pressure on one side and looseness on the other, because that's when the coffee goes all shit.
Yep.
And then you get this nice, thick caramel.
Wow.
But it's just not enough for me to buy it myself.
How much was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I saw it and I was like, I don't want to go there.
Yeah. I don't want to look at that right now.
Yeah.
Have you bought your bag yet?
No.
Okay.
I was going to buy it yesterday, but I forgot. So I saw it because 25% off.
Yep.
And the bag that I want. And then I went, I should do that. And then I forgot about it. That's it.
Yeah.
Mine's
That's where we're at.
still recovering.
That's where we're at this week.
Still recovering from the weekend. Scrambled eggs.
Well, I'm 100% just throwing questions at you today.
Amazing.
So I hope you enjoyed
If I
that.
just like don't speak, it's like I can't think.
I hope you enjoyed that coffee and you're ready to fucking go.
I'm good, man.
I don't need any more anxieties today.
I'm good.
Things that you would do. So these are just like random things taken from Q&A over the last few weeks.
Yep.
What would you do to increase your retention?
What would I do to increase my
things
retention?
would you do to increase your retention? So if you had a retention problem in your business, congratulations that you know, because that means you've looked at some data to track it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, I would have a look at first, like the messaging that's going down when you're having like those initial consults and you're talking about, what they're getting into, outlining their goals and stuff. Because a lot of people, get these coaches with the idea that like in 8 to 10 weeks time or 12 weeks time, like they're going to have this outcome that they want.
Yes.
So it's very rarely the case. Like you very rarely see someone who comes to work with a coach and in 12 weeks time, like to have the physique that they want. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, like, there's a lot of habits that need to be layered and all this stuff. So even if you're communicating like it's like, this is 12 weeks, this is what we do, etc., then that person's going into it like, all right, so this is a 12-week program, and by the end of it, I'm going to get this. So a lot of the time that can be, semi-avoided by that. And then you just giving them a realistic outcome of like how long it's going to take to get it to. Like a lot of people chase the sale in the process, but they don't turn into like the expert that actually says like this is most likely how long it's going to take, or it's going to take a little bit longer than this. So those two things are a good place to start. Messaging, I guess. Yeah. So then from there, I know personally I don't mention the 12-week thing, and it's the very last thing I say. Yeah, it's this much as a 12-week minimum. Yeah, 12-week minimum rolls on after that. Your goals suggest that this is going to take a little bit longer. That's what I say, but that's kind of how we do that. And then I think then you got to like investigate like the service itself, like what are they getting? How's it getting delivered? Doing that whole like be a client in your business and work out, what you like, where the holes are and stuff, and then trying to fix those things. Get some feedback from your clients on things that they want to see, and I feel like if you work on those areas first, like it's most likely. Yeah, and then the other ones like probably just like communication skills, creating a relationship. Like the ones that don't last the longest are the ones you have I wouldn't like. Lack a better term, like the worst relationship with. Yeah. When I say that, it's just not free flowing. It's not, there's not a lot of conversation happening. Yeah. So they don't have that connection, and they don't belong and feel like they're part of the team. Yep. So if you can increase the connection and the relationship and the contact, and then work on the messaging and stuff at the start when you work together, and then have a look at the service. I feel like those three areas will. Yeah. Get your retention rate up. We chatted about it in the workshop yesterday. One of the biggest differences I see between face-to-face and online coaching is the extra emphasis on outcomes. Yep. We've always been an outcome-based business, even with face-to-face. Yep. We were one of the few that actually did measurements and actually did check-ins and all that kind of stuff, even before there was apps to do it. When you go online, I feel like that's even more present for the client. Like if you're not showing an outcome frequently. Absolutely. Or how you're going to get progress. Yeah. It's a real
like we've talked about it before, like I run the traffic light system.
Yeah.
Green means we're doing the things that I would like to do, and I think the client's also happy with the progress we're making. Yellow's no check-in. Red is something bad's happened. It's gone backwards.
Yeah.
And then orange is like no progress. You get 3-4 oranges in a row, like we got problems.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's your warning sign for that person's going to cancel eventually.
Yeah.
If they're not seeing any outcomes. Because they don't have time with you, they don't have a relationship with you, they don't have as much interaction with you as they do in face-to-face.
Yeah.
So to drive that retention online, you've really got to paint, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and this is the outcome we're getting.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple of weeks of things not moving in the right direction, it's going to be tough to keep that person on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no entertainment value.
Correct.
Like there is with a not face-to-face situation where you get like this social, it's fun, you hang out, whatever. It's like if you're not getting the outcome, then the reason why you hired is, obsolete now.
Yeah, you can't sell the idea that, well, if they didn't have an appointment with you, I'd be on the couch. So this is still better because I'm not going backwards. That doesn't work online.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I think a lot of trainers, we've talked about it, like shy away from that conversation. They shy away from showing results. They shy away from measurements every week, tracking every week, whatever. And it doesn't mean that you have to put a result on the board every single week, but I think
it'll be results orientated though.
You have to have the focus to say why.
Of course.
Like, similar to a face-to-face, like, hey, if you want to start seeing this shift, we need to do this with your nutrition. You let me know.
Absolutely.
If and when you want to do that.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to do this. You tell me if and when you're ready to do that, because we're not at the moment.
Yeah.
And just being very forthcoming with like, this is what is required to get the outcome.
Yep.
If you're happy staying where you are, great. But you have to know that they are. Which, puts you in a really vulnerable spot.
Yep, absolutely.
So I did something interesting with a face-to-face primarily coach. Looking at, we did this a little bit a while ago, and I don't think I communicated it well enough that anyone could take away from it.
Let's do it again.
So speaking about retention,
yeah,
I had one of our coaching clients go through and have a look at their average retention rates.
Yeah.
Now, we could only get data on current clients. We weren't able to go back through people that have dropped off. So it's a little bit skewed, but we'll just take it as it is. 80 weeks was the average retention across the business.
Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, absolutely.
19 months?
Yeah, it's nearly 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, which is wild.
It's really good.
So then we went, okay, so how many clients do you want total in your business? It's more than one coach. So 60 clients was the target.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so for 60 clients over 80 weeks, it's a little bit less, but we rounded it up to one sale a week. One sale a week would keep your 60 clients permanently, cycle in, cycle out. So that's one thing, like knowing your retention is important. Because then you can go, how many sales do I have to make? And how many PTs have been like stopped making calls? Yeah. It's like they get to their 30 sessions and they're like, fucking cruising now. And then they're like, fuck, I'm on 24.
All of a sudden they got to make 6 sales in a month.
If you know your exit rate and frequency, then you know how much you need to actually bring on continuously over time. So $66 is the average session price across the business. So 80 weeks at $66, because the average client did one session.
Yep.
Was $5.2 thousand.
Yep.
So just that in and of itself, it's like every client is worth $5.2 thousand. $5,000.
It's a good number to know.
I don't want to do free consults. I don't want to do a wow session. I don't want to make a phone call. I don't want to walk the floor. $5,000.
Yeah.
Per client.
Yep.
Once a week. Bruh.
That's good to know. Good to know.
So then we did some ratios on obviously another trainer getting paid at whatever percentage. So the average client profit inside the business was $3,500. Which is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Then we went, this person doesn't have access to call lists. So kind of been dipping the toe in the Facebook ads thing.
Of course.
Trying to walk the floor, trying to get referrals, all that kind of stuff. The average cost across the fitness industry to acquire a personal training client, thanks ChatGPT, is $150.
Right.
Anywhere from $50 to $150.
Yep.
For a PT client.
Okay.
So worst case scenario, $150.
Yep.
To make $3,500.
Mm.
Is it reasonable to assume that potentially your retention rate goes down if you're less nurtured, not referrals?
Of course.
Potentially.
Yep.
Sure. Let's say it's half as good.
Yep.
That's still
2.5. 2.6.
Yeah, which is wild, right?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, it's still a huge return.
2.6 revenue on $150 out.
Yeah.
So that was enough to give him the confidence to be like, I said to him, like, you can spend, provided you have it in the bank account, you can spend $3,500 to get one client and break even.
Mm.
He was like, oh, yeah. It's like this fear now around marketing or spending or whatever just went, came down so much. So if you're not paying attention to your retention, start.
Absolutely.
One, so you know how often to make sales, and two, so you can make better decisions.
Yep.
Because even like, I'll do a shameless plug. Standout's $5,000.
Mm.
Do you think coming to do Standout PT will enable you to acquire and manage more than one client?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep them for longer, et cetera. Sorry.
Like, I hate doing the, like, you can afford it, you can't afford not to do it marketing. Like, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't like the, like, paying a trainer is an investment, all that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But we have done a really terrible job if you don't have more than one client, more than when you started.
Yeah.
If you come and do Standout.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I found that really interesting. How do I transition clients from face-to-face to online? So we've got
your face-to-face business.
Yeah.
Yep.
got a trainer that's moving.
Yep.
Got a decent client book.
Yep.
Pretty much full. Moving interstate, so none of them can come.
Yep.
Obviously, they've built relationship based on a face-to-face.
Mm.
Needs to move. Going to start face-to-face again, but
Yeah.
has the systems in place.
Wants to keep the book he's got.
Yeah, and has some online clients at the moment.
Yeah, I would be trying to implement a hybrid model where those face-to-face clients are using the online service, and then having the conversation about like them being ready to move, to online, and not having to, be committed to a time, but just needing the support and the guidance is there. I would be making that transition, and that's just all about communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even when I got to the end, granted it was expedited by,
Thank you, sir.
The government closing the fitness industry fucking ever. But even before that, I was always like, I didn't really do much this session. Like, you did everything perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really being utilized right now. I feel like the transition is coming where, you can move online and, it's a cheaper option. It's, better for you. Like, you can train when you want, and you can just lean on me for support when you need to, and just get all the guidance and planning and the support and stuff. So I think, just doing that for the ones that like maybe have been around long enough to not know that service was available, because you've got to blend the veggies with the pasta sauce a little bit and like start bringing it in. And then for the ones that are starting now and bringing new clients on, I would just always be like, the goal is to spend X amount of time giving you the skills and everything and teaching you how to do things. But then the goal after that is to get you into a position where you're self-sustainable in terms of your actions and decisions, but you lean on the support and the guidance and expertise of me. We just do that, via the online service. And I actually think that makes it even easier to sell face-to-face coaching, because you can be like, well, we start here and then we move to, an online fee. Most people are doing 2 sessions, 3 sessions a week.
Yeah.
So them seeing that they can move down to like an online rate after they've learnt the skills and stuff, they're going to go, yeah, sweet, that's great.
Makes sense.
And it works well for you because you've got now freed up another space to bring
the same thing,
new people on. So you're feeding your online book, which makes it a perfect situation.
Yeah. So do you think in that, the only thing I was going back and forwards on with it was like, we encourage people to only do their check-ins face-to-face.
Yeah.
So it's like you fill it out. Then when you're in the session, you have that dialogue.
Yeah.
And you go about it that way. If you were looking to transition online, so this trainer's actually doing them separately.
Yeah.
Would you keep it separate because that's the experience they're going to have? Or would you still push it into the session?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think I would, if I was wanting to transition and doing it quickly, I would implement it straight away.
Yeah.
Because then you can just pull yourself out. So I'd be saying like, hey, I'm introducing this. I would be very transparent with the fact that I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this person is, but I would just be like, hey, in 6 weeks' time, I'm moving, I'm going to another gym. I really want to keep working together. I feel like we're in a position where you can, do this on your own with my expert guidance and support.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing is just implementing some things so that you have everything you need, but you can go at this at the flexibility of your own schedule.
Yeah.
But still, use my guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, so now we're going to implement that check-in where I normally talk to you. We're going to do that via this.
So you would do it online?
Absolutely.
Because she's doing them separately at the moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know which way I would go about it.
Yeah, I think it'd be too hard of a transition after it to when you're away for that person to then just go to the form. It's like, what if they don't send it, et cetera? If you have a month where you're like, hey, I didn't get your check-in, like, maybe you read it in the session.
That's what I think I would do is the ones that haven't done it, they do it in the session.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So
they
they fill it out and you're like, thank you.
Yep.
I'll send you through a video on this day.
Yeah. I would even maybe read it during the session, just like the key points, and have a discussion.
Yeah.
And then after that, just be like, all right, I'm going to reply back to you on this day with this now because I'm not here anymore. That would be fine.
Yeah, I think that's the go. The ones that are doing the check-ins, keep them separate. The ones that aren't, the first part of the session, and this is, I think, even taking a step further back, because we assume, but most people don't, your client should be filling out their own program in their own app or their own spreadsheet or whatever it is. Like during your session, it's not your job. It's not the PT's role to write their sets and reps.
Oh, well, what are they doing? The other 3 or 4 workouts in a week, they're probably
and that's exactly
filling in their own.
The result, right, is like then they don't feel confident doing it on their own because they're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So you set a framework that they do it on their own with you, so then they can do it by themselves.
Absolutely.
And then from an online standpoint, that's what you're building. You're building that autonomy, self-belief, the whatever that like you don't need me.
That's part of good coaching, like we spoke about last week. Like how to be a good coach. Like it's giving responsibilities to the client to make their habits and decision making better on their own. Because they're going to get better outcomes doing that.
Yeah.
Rather than just being dependent on the coach, because the coach does everything for them. What happens when you're not there? Which is 5 days of the week sometimes. If you're only seeing them twice, it's a lot of time for them not to do the right thing because you haven't set it up to.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, and then even just little shit like we never counted reps.
Yeah.
We didn't. It's like you...
It's always 2 more if you let me count.
Exactly. 100%. Or if I did count, it was like in my head and I'd say the wrong thing.
You
And
just
be like,
keep
that's
counting.
fucking 8.
You just keep counting from when you checked their posture and stuff.
Yeah.
Where there was like 2 or 3 reps that went by.
And they're like, like 5, 6... That was fucking 10.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you got the courage, you're just like, well, again, like I'm not a professional counter.
Yeah.
So... Count because you're going to count in
by
your own training. And I'm assessing your form and make sure you work hard.
Yeah. I think all of those little things, just how can you create an environment, whether you're transitioning online or not, you should be doing this because it's getting them to go to the gym by themselves. Yeah. If you get them to go to the gym by themselves, they're going to get better outcomes, and that's your job.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're looking at moving online, you're also having the conversations.
More autonomy, the better.
Moving those check-ins away from the session. I think if you're not planning to do that, you should just do them in the session. It's a waste of time.
Agreed.
To do them separately. And that's what I'd be focused on. And I also would be really comfortable telling them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are like, I'll
wait till the last minute
because I'll leave.
They'll leave. Yeah, I'll wait till the last minute.
That's never been my experience. I've moved gym twice.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Nice. Quick break in the episode, guys. I just want to ask you one question. Are you running a business or are you working a job? Running a business means thinking like a business owner, having systems that do all the grindy work for you, a service that's guaranteed to get your clients results, social media and referrals that are driving business to you, and getting leads that you always close. If instead you feel like you're lost, you're stuck, you're at the mercy of your clients, you're just working another job. If that's you, you need to check out Standout PT. It's our signature education program, a 26-week online course designed to take you from working a job to actually running a business. The average coach that goes through Standout PT and completes all the modules gets a 300% increase in revenue inside their business. We have weekly workshops, weekly Q&As, and over 30 units for you to go through, all with text and video to make sure you're totally covered for everything you need in your business. Just head to stcfit.com, navigate to the Standout PT page, and book yourself a free, no obligation discovery call and see if Standout PT is right for you. Back to the show. The price part of the sales presentation.
Yep.
How important the psychology is around what you present.
Yeah.
I think people are still getting it wrong.
Yeah.
And they're trying to show either all of their options, or because they're scared no one wants to take the premium option, they don't present it.
Yeah.
So you should have on your final card of your sales presentation, stcfit.com if you need one. We'll build it for you. You're welcome. You should have 2 options that you're happy for them to take, and the cheaper one be the one you want them to take. So I just did one with one of the Standout students, does semi-private, wants people to do 3 sessions a week. Best way to get outcomes, they don't necessarily have access to another gym. It means he doesn't have to justify going somewhere else and another gym membership. All works really nicely with his model. And he was like, yeah, but I don't have more than that. I don't have a 3+. I don't have 4. So I was like, we'll just add a coaching fee.
Yeah.
So you get your 3 sessions a week, which is this price.
Yeah.
Or you can do 3 sessions a week with a weekly check-in, macro assessment, measurement assessment, whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever check-in you want that to look like, and it's an extra $40. So now we've got the product that you want them to buy is cheaper than the other product that you're still happy for them to do because they'll get really, really good results if they do it. But you're going to say, like, you don't need this. Just do this one.
Yeah.
So we have in the Standout presentation, it's like program's $199 per week, or it's $375 and you get a fortnightly call with one of us. Every single person I speak to, I mean it genuinely, is you don't need the one-on-one call.
Yeah.
Come to Q&A, ask the questions you need to ask. If you're not getting the results you need to after the first 4 weeks,
let's bring the calls
come and see me and we'll look at the call.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that not a good service for them? It's like, this is an option if you need extra support, but I don't think you do. So get the cheaper one.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think it's really useful.
Yeah. It makes the conversation very free-flowing and you sound very confident. Yeah. Which is what people want when they're sitting down with somebody.
And I think for most, like, face-to-face personal trainers or whatever, you want to present 2 sessions, 3 sessions. Most people do 2.
Absolutely.
That's the most people, is just like everyone wants to fit in and it's cheaper. So
yeah, most people, it's like, this is the easiest way for me to schedule you into my book.
100%. Yeah.
The Monday, Thursday crew, and then the Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah. It's the best. And I don't have to remember. I just know that Dave's after Julie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you offer to with online? Because I've been thinking about this, because I don't.
I only do it if I want more fortnightly check-in clients. Because I think for most, for probably 50% of the book, that works because it takes about 2 weeks to implement. But it's funny because then I'm like, for some of them, like a week would help. Yeah. But
then you end up with 60 clients.
Yeah, but I'm also, like, even just $1 per minute, though, it still works better. And having to do 40 on a Monday, where it's 30 every second week, 30 every week.
Yeah, I guess you're offsetting because you've got a slightly skewed. It's just the programming for me. I'm like,
Yeah. So if I want a couple of fortnightlies, like, I just push that. But if I don't, I'm like,
it's this much.
This is, But then I also have that top tier service because it's like the bodybuilding, the supplements, all of that. So I just, if I want to, I'll just show
the premium
those, and I'm like, that's not something you need. So if they're not bodybuilding, like, they're not.
Yeah, I'm
going to need that extra support.
I'm thinking I want to introduce something. I just don't. The only probably lever I have to pull is a call, and I don't want to do them.
No one takes you up on it.
Yeah. Yeah, just the one time that they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Maybe do it once a month.
Yeah, I might just
Once
be
a month would be okay.
Yeah, probably.
Just
Yeah,
work
just
that
be like,
out.
look, let's just do it for a month. If you still want to do this one.
Yeah, because you would run out of things to like if you did it any more frequently. Like, what would you talk about?
Yeah.
Like, you run out of things to. Once a month would be okay.
Yeah.
Tell me all your problems, and let's just solve.
Yeah.
So,
have you done that? Monthly calls with people. I'm curious if people still check in.
I don't do regular calls. I just do a call when I feel like I need one with someone.
Agreed. Yeah.
So I'm just like, once the check-in is like going to take multiple back and forths.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is going to take 4 days to overcome. Yeah. I'm like, just tell me when you're free. Like, I've got one today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're just going to talk for 15 minutes and overcome what we overcome, and you're going to be off with direction, and that's just worth it.
Yeah.
In spades for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a call that I make on the fly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. That's a good retention strategy too.
Agreed. Yeah, stepping in with a call when you need to.
Yeah.
How would you define a successful PT?
One who's got lots of results.
Results, yeah.
Yeah, at the core. Like, you got to be good at your job, so you got to be able to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Not just but the personal trainer. Yeah, I think if you get results, you're like, that's the litmus test.
Even if they have 10 clients?
Well, you're good at personal training, you're just not good at business.
Yeah.
You know, so you can be good at the job, but terrible at running a business.
Yeah.
You know, so the job is being the personal trainer, but most personal trainers are a personal trainer and a business owner. And if you're a terrible business owner, you got no clients.
Correct.
So there's lots of highly skillful personal trainers out there
that are broke,
but there's very few that are good personal trainers and good business owners.
Yeah.
Operators, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the difference.
Mm-hmm. So success, because I feel like if you don't have enough clients, the success isn't there because you're not going to be able to sustain your career.
The job's to get a result. You're hired to get a result. If you don't get results, then you can't be good at your job because that's what you're hired for.
Agreed.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the top of the pile for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like obviously communication. And
is there an income consideration or not?
Well, the tough part of that is like everyone has different goals, and everyone's happy with a certain type of income. Like, you've had personal trainers that bring in like $600-700 a week, happy as Larry.
Yeah.
Next person's bringing in $3,000 and they just want more. So
yeah,
I feel like it's hard to put an income lid on it, because everybody's situation is different. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't consider a higher income part of that, qualification.
So then is success just defined by your personal targets?
To a degree, yeah, because what you and I find successful is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to be good.
You have to be good.
And then you need to make enough. You need to make the money that fulfills the lifestyle you want.
Yeah.
And if that's $700 a week for you, cool. If
Absolutely.
that's $3,000 a week for you, that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Yeah, because as soon as you start throwing numbers on it, like there's people that
I agree.
get by without it, and they don't need to aspire to that. Probably don't need that pressure, Yeah. So, but yeah, if you don't churn out good results, I can't comfortably sit here and say you're good at your job. It's like an artist not painting pictures well.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you good?
Yeah.
How are you good if no one wants that?
Yeah.
It's tough to back that person.
Yeah. It's interesting. Obviously, everyone has a different measure for what success is.
Yeah.
So it's like, there will be trainers out there that don't care if they get a result. It's just like, I make a lot of money.
Which is tough, but
yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah. How to deal with clients who ask for more than your framework of service?
Tell them you're not qualified to do so, but you have people that you can lean on to help.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You've gone out of, as in out of scope.
Is that what we're talking about?
Let's do that one too.
Yeah. I've had people in the past where they're like, I need this, I need that. And I'm like, I'm not qualified to, do that. And I don't want to jeopardize myself or you by, working in a scope that's not, for me.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy to, send you in the right direction, help you work out. But yeah, if you need something that I'm not qualified to do, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think the more comfortable you get with that, the better things are. Because nothing worse than diving into something you're not the best at.
Yeah.
I think the more skilled you are and the more you burrow down into an area, like you just get really comfortable and like, this isn't my wheelhouse.
The better you are at a thing, the less you're concerned about everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So then you just build a professional network to lean on, nutrition, allied health, whatever else it is that you need.
Mental health.
Yeah, and then you just go see this person. They work really well with some of the people I've already sent them to.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was like the other question?
So it's the fucking text at 7 p.m. on a Sunday. Like the demand for the call and the shit that they're asking for that's like outside of the normal operations, the framework that you've set.
Yeah, I think you just got to stick to your boundaries. Just continue to reaffirm them. Like I've had a couple of people where it's like, I don't want to check in on Monday, and I'm just like, well, that's what we do.
Yeah,
check in on Monday. You know. So if there's a problem for why we do that, tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Try and find a solution for that. Most of the time, they just want to know, what they're prepping for over the weekend. Yeah. Which is fine. So I just stay a week ahead on that. Yeah. So I'm just like, this period of time we're doing this much, then this much, then this much. It's not a big deal. Like if that solves that problem for you, like it's okay. I'm not going to move my whole system and week. And then like after podcast, and then we do our Friday review and catch up, and then have to sit and do check-ins because one person needs to know what they need to eat. Just tell them what they need to eat. Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah. So
I think just being able to don't assume malice when incompetence could be the reason. I think you could use that in this scenario. So like I had a few weeks ago, just like I think they were having trouble with the app because if you're too impatient with our app, it crashes. If you try to do fucking 7 things at once, it's like, nah, bro, not having it. So you have to answer one question at a time and wait for it to load and all that kind of shit. So they were frustrated with that, and they're like, oh, can I just send a message and put my videos in here? I'm like, no. Like, imagine me going through 35 people like that. Yeah. Like, think about what that looks like and how much time that would take, rather than everything being in the place that it needs to be. Even the videos, especially with the comp prep people, if I can't go back and look, what did your 120 look like 5 weeks ago?
It's tough.
And I have to try and go through WhatsApp that's not labeled, I don't know when the fuck it was. Then you do that for 8 competitors.
It takes too long.
It's, way too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You just got to stick to the...
Just giving them insight. You don't have to be rude.
No, of course not.
Just give them insight into what that would actually look like, because they just don't think about it.
No, of course not. Yeah.
It's just like, I just have a relationship with you and you just exist on my phone. So, like, I message people all day. Why can't you just message me back? That's fine. Yeah. It's like, because I have 35 people and shit that I've got to manage to make this work.
Absolutely.
And if I don't do it this way,
it gets tough.
It becomes a real problem.
Agreed.
Yeah. Assessing clients during clients, so like movement assessments in and outside of consults.
Yep.
How do you do it?
So when I was a face-to-face coach, I would just do a set of movements in a workout that I knew I could assess their range of motion. Yeah. Really easy one is just like, getting them to do a walking lunge if they're not excessively overweight. You can obviously see their gait and how they move and side profile and things like that. Setting them up for like some overhead work. Again, you can, once you start clicking the incline bench back, you're like, okay, so limited range of motion above the head. Yeah. Same with like their pulling work, you can tell as well. So there was a bunch of movements. You could put a workout together where the person's moving and still getting work in, and you're like, right, just to yourself, like, this needs work, rather than, I feel like working with a lifestyle client / Gen Pop, setting them up to fail and then telling them they failed is not a great thing to do. It's not setting them up for success. Yeah. they're not going to be happy when they sit down and you're like, so these are all the things you're bad at, but we're going to make you better at them.
Yeah.
Irrespective of the fact that you just want to lose weight and want more energy.
Yeah.
I just can't see the connect with that, where I know, your FMS style personal trainer is yelling at me right now saying I'm shit. But I just haven't seen the proof in the pudding with that. So it's like, okay, well, how do we get the best of both worlds? See them move in space, teach them how to move in space, use your eyes and make an assessment from there. And then it's like, cool, well, how do we make those things, kind of how do we blend those veggies in the pasta sauce to make that person work out but still improve their functionality and their posture? And I think that works the best,
How do you do it online?
So assessing their posture is a great way to do that, and then asking them to send through movement assessment videos, because we created that movement assessment table, and then obviously the interventions and stuff with Laura. If you have an idea, you could a Thomas test, a hip extension test, into whatever
ankles and shit.
So you can just go, hey, can I see these? And then film them, send them through, and then you're like, cool, I've got everything I need to kind of intervene with that now.
Do you only call upon that when you find the problem?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is
there anything that you look at with every client, or you just send me videos?
No, unless they've told me about an intervention, a limitation, or an injury that they've had in the past.
Yeah.
If there's no limitations and there's nothing, what's the point?
I think that's honestly the most challenging thing about coaching online. Is if you don't get videos in that first 4 weeks, it's hard.
Yeah, and you can tell by their first squat.
Yeah.
You're just like, hey, can you just do the knees over toes test? And
I don't know how hard you train. I don't know how hard you work, how skilled you are, how stable you are, how mobile you are, how confident you are in the gym, how you move, how you approach your sets.
Yeah.
Your, for lack of a better term, your intent.
Yeah.
When you train, how do you, is it fucking 18 reps left? You know what I mean? Not getting those videos early makes it hard.
Yeah.
And understanding that not everyone wants to film.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just assume that they're not where they need to be, and that first program just challenges positions that I know they need to be in.
Yeah.
So you're doing a front-loaded goblet squat or a split squat, and you're driving that knee over the toe. So I'm like, if you have the range, you'll just do this really fucking good.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the range, over the program,
it'll get better.
You're just going to get more. So I'm just sometimes
you have to have that conscious programming in to build the functionality.
Correct.
Based on typical problems your clients have.
Yeah. Pause squat down the bottom.
Yeah.
Knee over toe drive, split squat.
Yeah.
Keeping them conscious of, their overhead positioning when they're training. So just saying to them, if you don't have this, don't go there.
Yeah.
Roll your lats out.
Bad,
Thank you, bro. It's 6 days of no training, 4 days of no training. Haven't trained since Thursday.
Yep.
But it's if you're just giving them those, and there's a lot of if this, then that anyway.
Yeah.
You train the fuck out of your lats, and then you go do a pressing session. Of course, you're not going to get your arms up to your ears. It's if you test the person the day after, and you don't understand that, then you're like, oh my God,
they're useless.
This person can't put their arms over there. It's have you just tried rolling out your lats and
just
kind of dead hanging for 30 seconds?
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're like, I've got it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of if this then that type deal, I think.
For a physique athlete, are you more detailed?
I can tell by their posture and their muscle development.
So you look for photos, right?
Yeah.
Show me what you look like right now.
So you can usually tell, someone's got fucking huge chest, massive front delts. I don't even need to see them turn around. Yeah. And then you see them turn around and there's no mid-trap development. There's no lats.
Yeah.
It's because they're just not in a position where they're training back to actually ever, challenge that muscle. So you can just see it. So then you're like, okay, well, single arm positionings and, trying to, maybe take a little less volume and work off the chest and a bit of stretching and, those movements and stuff that we talked about last podcast, just scapular movement, control.
Yeah.
Because most people can't train their back, have poor scapular control for me. for what I've seen. So it's just gaining those things. So you can just see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they can't extend their hips, usually like they've got massive quads and their glutes suck. So they're always just slightly flexed all the time.
Yeah.
But they have massive quads and no glutes. So again, you just like side profile, got it.
Yeah.
Stretch the hip flexors, roll the quads, stretch the quads, and then train the glutes at the start of the session, and then move into the rest of the stuff. So it's just a thought process behind it that you kind of work the way down. It's like, what's the problem in front of me? Why is it there? Why am I seeing that problem?
Yeah.
And what's the solution? So it's like if you've got a small back and a huge chest, the chest is doing too much work, the back's not doing enough.
Yeah.
How do I solve the problem? Well, that needs to reduce the tightness on the chest, and then we need to get in positions where we're just focusing on just the back.
Yeah.
So then, exercise selection-wise, just go down and where it sits in the workout, and it just layers and layers and layers.
Yeah. It's the same for strength athletes.
Yeah.
You actually look at physical characteristics more than people would think. I think most people that train strength athletes, and I think one benefit to being in physique for a long time, or being physique focused, and always still having physique focused clients for 15 years, is 13 years next month. Being able to look at physique and understand all that stuff. I don't think most strength coaches can. It's just like, what does the squat look like? What does the bench look like? What does the deadlift look like? Whereas if I can look at someone and be like, you have these things, you probably squat this way.
Yeah.
And then I see the squat, I'm like, yes, you squat that way.
Even just levers, you got short legs, fucking massive quads.
Yeah.
So you probably high bar squat.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Yeah.
Or if you look at someone who's a bit taller, longer torso, huge glutes, you're like, okay, so this dude low bars.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of just piece the puzzle to get massive chest.
Yeah.
You're like, he's a good bencher.
Yeah. And you can start to put together, but when you see both, it's like, well, now I can put a program together that solves the problem. Like, a couple of my clients, one of them is glute dominant, can low bar really well, but the actual bottom of the squat actually has quite a lot of knee flexion in it.
Yeah.
Just has genetically gifted glutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, you actually need quads, and you've been training glutes because they look good, but you actually need a lot of quads, and now we're seeing that come to fruition in terms of the outcomes.
Yeah.
And then from one of my other girls was like, missed a deadlift, and you could just see just like, your back can't hold that weight.
Yeah.
You just
can't. Don't have it.
It's not there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, 6 months. This is what we work on. And now all of a sudden, visually, to look at her from the back, you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And as about to PB, I'm pretty sure I have a message, PB more than her comp deadlift.
Yeah, it's sick.
Now. So it's just, being able to combine the two, I think, is a really good skill for strength people.
Yeah, for everyone.
Well, yeah, for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing with assessment as well, like, you've got to understand there's a skill element to the assessment anyway. So, like, they're going to fail because they don't know how to do. So, if you can't sit on a box, if you can't sit on a chair, like a squat, how the fuck are you going to do that with your hands above your head?
Yeah.
So, I'm just like, I feel like some of these assessments are maybe great for athletes.
Yeah.
So they've kind of maybe worked off the top and tried to like bring it all the way down. But you got to kind of read the room a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think when you start to work in the game long enough, like you can just go, right, well, if I see someone push something above their head, pull something towards them, march in a direction in front of me, and then sit down on something, I can kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah.
And then I don't need to tell them how bad they are at something. I can just do that workout, make them feel like they've done a workout, and then I can go, well, this is how I'm going to piece a program together for them.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them lose weight, give them the energy that they desire, and I'm also going to make them move properly.
Yeah, and if you're working with Gen Pop clients, your ability to fix a lot of those things in the moment is so fucking far superior than doing overhead fucking squat that you're never going to pass.
90% of people are going to fail.
And I'm not going to get you any better at it right now. You have to pay me first.
Well, if you're an athlete, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you're there for athletic properties that you're trying to develop from the coach, you see the value in not being able to get into that position. You see the value in them explaining to you that you're going to improve their mobility and control and joint capacity and stuff. So you're going to go, cool, that's great. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
But yeah, John, who's, been in IT for 30 years, who's put on an extra 15 kilos.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No. And even the ones that do care about movement, because they are body composition focused, but they how many clients come in like, oh, I just want to feel better and blah, blah, blah. If you can, and I've done this at least a dozen times, someone's told someone they can't squat or they can't hit depth or whatever, don't put your knees forwards of your toes or whatever. And it's just like, you get them to do a squat and you're like, just move your feet here, put your toes there, put your chest here, put your arms there, do this. And then they squat. Bro. Like, how much better than that is an overhead squat? Now you've got limited ankle mobility and you've got limited hip and versus like, do a squat for me, change these 5 things. Now you can squat.
Yeah.
Like, even if at that point, it's like, if I don't sign up, at least I know how to squat. But I'm always going to sign up because you just fixed a problem that I've had and known about for a really long time.
This gives me value instantly.
No one knows that they can't do an overhead squat because they've never done one.
Yeah. Agreed.
And they don't care.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But if they see a normal squat as a pathway to the goal and you can provide a solution to a problem that exists within that, you win.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to be a squat. It can be a fucking row, an overhead
push
press,
up, whatever.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Someone comes in overhead presses with their elbows behind their fucking shoulders. Like, I get shoulder pain when I press. It's like, okay, go to 45. Oh, wow. It's like, oh my God.
Or my neck hurts. And it's like, take it back and incline. Do that. Work on your lat tightness, your pec tightness. All right, let's bring it back up.
Yeah.
Over a period of time.
Yeah.
Voila.
All of a sudden, even in the consult, you've created change for the person that sees them stepping towards the outcome.
Immediate. Oh, yeah.
I like it. Cool. That's it for the episode. Short one. Tam, we're happy.
Yeah.
Dead on an hour.
Nice an hour. Yeah, that's good.
Extra 15 minutes for him actually means like an extra hour, I think.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
does it 3 times.
Doesn't have to listen to us.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes.
Hope you enjoyed. Quick fire episode, something a little bit different. Bunch of topics. If you did, even if you didn't, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Like, share, put it on the Instagrams, give us a tag. I got a really cool message from someone during the week that said that standouts, they can't quite do it right now. Affordability, but you're applying stuff.
I got that message too. I just got it at the wrong time, so I got to reply back to that.
Yeah, when it's my request.
Yeah.
We really appreciate any feedback that we have come through.
Absolutely.
Anything specific you want us to talk about, there's notes up in my phone. It's where they land. So if you do want to send shit through, we can answer them.
Absolutely.
If you want your name, I can shout you out too.
Ben loves the shouts out.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. Do all the things. Check out the website. Do Stand Up PT.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
See you guys.